Inside an airlocked human repopulation facility, a robot is being assembled automatically. It goes by the name Mother and has a soft female voice. Once she's ready, she scans her fingers in a machine and extracts the frozen embryo of a girl and implants it in a glass sphere. The sphere contains synthetic amniotic fluid in order to replicate the environment of a human womb. The facility contains thousands of human embryos to repopulate Earth after an extinction-level event. Instead of taking 9 months, the artificial womb only takes 24 hours. Mother takes the baby out of the artificial womb and starts talking in a gentle maternal voice. She cleans the baby and wraps her up in a blanket. She takes excellent care of the baby, whom she calls daughter, and keeps her close to her chest. She selects different music from her system to soothe the baby and prevent her from crying. As the days go by, we see the daughter growing up in Mother's care. She goes from a baby taking her first steps to a young girl who is seen running around the facility. She is seen making paper origami and learning her first ballet dance with Mother. Despite being fully cared for, the daughter has questions about the presence of other humans like her. Mother claims that the humans have destroyed everything and that the outside world is completely contaminated. She takes her to a hidden chamber where she shows her thousands of frozen embryos, referring to them as the daughter's future family members. When the daughter asks why she is the only human born yet, Mother tells her that she's still learning how to be a good mom, which is why she hasn't used the other embryos yet. Further time passes, and we now see that it has been more than 13,000 days since the human extinction incident, and the daughter happens to be the only human born in the facility. With all her needs taken well care of, she has grown into a beautiful teenager. She wakes up and eats her breakfast alone. The mother shows up to clean the plates, but she has trouble picking up the glass. Daughter has learned a lot till now, so she successfully repairs Mother's hand. Afterwards, she practices ballet and attends her medical class, in which the mother tests her medical knowledge while also assessing her at a psychological level by asking what the daughter would do in different medical emergencies to save people's lives. That night, as the daughter watches an old talk show on her tablet, the facility's power goes out. She goes to check up on the mother, but she also happens to be passed out since she runs on electricity. The daughter takes her torch and goes near the airlock to check the power circuit. Just as she notices that some of the wires have been torn apart, she also hears an animal scurrying underneath a cabinet. She places a glass bottle on the floor near a drawer and successfully traps a cute mouse. She then quickly fixes the circuit and turns the power back on. Now feeling excited, she shows Mother the mouse and asks if the outside world is finally free of contamination because the mouse survived. Mother instantly takes the mouse to the incinerator and burns it on the spot. She firmly states that she cannot take any chances and risk the daughter's life. Mother declares that the airlock region is contaminated and starts disinfecting it. She also asks the daughter to throw away the clothes she's wearing and take a shower. The next day, Mother gifts the daughter some new pajamas as a birthday gift, but the daughter doesn't display any excitement. At dinner, she again discusses going outside to confirm if the life cycle has begun or not, but the mother refuses to take any risks. However, the daughter has other plans, and what she's about to find will truly shock you. She sneaks out at night when Mother is being charged. She goes near the airlock and puts on a hazmat suit before going out for the first time. When she unlocks the first door, she hears someone banging on the second door, which leads directly to the outside. Despite getting nervous, she gets back inside and locks the first door. She then opens the second door and witnesses a woman walking inside and begging for help, claiming that she has been shot. Alarms start to blare when the outside door is opened and Mother starts running to investigate. The daughter and the strange woman are still separated by the first door. The daughter has already put a hazmat suit on the floor and asks the stranger to put it on or else she won't unlock the first door. The stranger puts it on and tells the daughter she won't cause any harm. She just wants to be helped. Before the daughter can open the door, the woman passes out on the floor. When Mother finally shows up, the daughter keeps the woman's arrival a secret. She apologizes to the mother for disobeying her rules and trying to sneak out, but the mother decides to discipline her by conducting her final examination on the spot. She takes her to the classroom and hands her the tablet with the exam on it. She decides to leave and head back to do some lab work. Just as Mother is leaving, the daughter also sneaks out from the class and goes to help the injured woman. She goes through her belongings and finds a gun in her bag, which she keeps with herself. The daughter eventually wakes the woman up and takes her to the infirmary. While she's trying to hide her there, the scared woman asks the daughter if she's living with a droid because she heard the mother's footsteps. She asks her to bring bandages and other medical supplies to treat her injury. Meanwhile, the mother finds the injured woman's mask that she took off in the hazmat suit before entering the facility. The daughter goes to the medical room, while the mother picks up the mask and goes to the incinerator to burn it. The daughter mistakenly spills a tray full of pills and glass bottles. At the same time, the mother passes by the medical room, so she hides behind the drawers and ends up injuring her palm by accidentally placing it over broken glass. When she returns to the injured woman with bandages and medicine, she is still very nervous and scared, and she demands to have her gun back. When the daughter refuses to comply with her request, she attacks her and snatches the gun from her. She holds the daughter hostage and hides behind some cabinets, causing the daughter to scream and alert the mother. When the mother finally finds them, the woman opens fire and shoots her twice. However, Mother survives this attack and manages to subdue the woman. The daughter intervenes and stops Mother from harming the woman. She reveals that a droid has hurt the woman in the past, which is why she's feeling scared. Mother keeps the daughter outside the medical room while she tries to give the woman a penicillin injection to disinfect the wound, but the woman has a hard time trusting her. Mother senses her disbelief, so she assures her that she's not like the others. She leaves the room and gives the woman some space to inject the penicillin herself. After this series of strange events, the daughter has an emotional breakdown. She asks her mother why she lied about the world being contaminated with toxins, whereas it is robots like her that have killed humans to near extinction. Mother uses her maternal voice to calm down the daughter, claiming that she is just as shocked. She reveals that this facility was designed to self-activate upon human extinction, and Mother is just doing the job that humans programmed her to do. She then gains her daughter's trust by reminding her that she has always cared for her. The daughter lets her guard down and trusts her mother again, but the truth will be revealed soon, and it is something much more sinister. Later, the daughter discovers a novel filled with human sketches in the woman's bag and goes to ask her if there are any other humans out there. The woman tries to turn the daughter against her mother by claiming that the droids set infants on fire and kill every human they encounter. But the daughter insists that her mother is different, proving her point by reminding the injured woman that she's still alive inside the facility because her mother allowed her to stay. The daughter then returns to her mother, who is repairing her damaged parts after being shot. She apologizes for not telling her about the woman and informs her that the woman's fever has spiked. Mother goes back to check on the woman and confirms that her condition has worsened. She offers to put the woman under anesthesia and surgically remove the bullet, but the woman refuses to let her come close or touch her. The daughter ends up performing the surgery and taking out the bullet, while Mother stays outside the room and supervises her. Once she succeeds in taking out the bullet, the mother praises her skills. The next day, the woman wakes up in a hospital bed and tries escaping, but the daughter is already sitting next to her. She gains her trust and offers her some food to eat. She then shows her the novel and asks if there are other survivors out there. The woman asks the daughter to keep this a secret and reveals that she had been living with a group of people in the mines. She and her brother had gone outside to search for food, but the droids found them. Her brother sacrificed himself to distract the droids, giving the woman a chance to escape and find shelter at the facility. The daughter suggests bringing the rest of the group to the facility, since it has enough supplies, but the woman urges her to come back to the mines with her instead, insisting that she doesn't belong in the facility. Suddenly, the mother shows up, causing the daughter to change the subject. Outside, the mother reveals that she has matched the bullet taken out of the woman's body with the same gun that she was carrying herself, which means the droids didn't shoot her. Without much time to waste, the daughter gets busy with her examination. She exercises and lets her mother monitor her health, which is better than ever. Now feeling proud of her progress, Mother finally decides to let the daughter select a new embryo to bring to this world. She happily extracts a male embryo and implants it in the sphere. She then goes to confront the woman about the gunshot, but the woman makes the daughter doubt everything she has been told. She hasn't matched the bullet herself and has only trusted her mother's word, who is also a droid. This prompts the daughter to start her investigation and uncover the truth. Later at night, she sneaks in the embryo lab, where she uses the mother's spare hand to access the embryo pod. She notices the serial numbers and gets shocked to find many of her sibling embryos missing. She sees tablets for each serial number and finds that other children were also created from her gene pool, but they were unalived upon failing their assessments. She goes to the incinerator and finds a juvenile human jawbone in the ashes, causing her to get shocked to her core. She sits on the floor and begins to cry, not knowing who to trust anymore. She becomes disheartened and goes to the injured woman. She plans on escaping and joining other humans in the mines after her brother is born. A few hours before the brother's birth, the mother catches the daughter stealing baby supplies. The daughter plays it off by saying that she is excited to see her brother. While preparing the milk formula, Mother senses that her daughter is scared, so she locks her up and goes to deal with the injured woman. She plays the recording from last night in front of the woman, in which she's convincing the daughter to run away from the facility. The mother doesn't want the woman's negative influence on her daughter, so she attempts to unalive her. At the same time, the daughter breaks the glass door by using liquid nitrogen to freeze the glass. She uses a fire gun to trigger the smoke alarms in the facility. When a mother runs to check up on the daughter breaks some cords and reunites with the woman in the hallway. As the two try to open the main door, the access gets denied. The mother shows up, trying to lecture her daughter, but the woman puts a sharp piece of floor tile on her neck and threatens the mother to open the doors. The mother immediately opens the door and lets them escape. Outside, the daughter attacks the woman for hurting her, but gets along with her later. A droid aircraft is seen patrolling above them, so they hide in the giant cornfields with harvesters watering them. Once the aircraft leaves, they move forward towards the alleged mines. The woman says that the droids planted the cornfield 6 months ago, before which it was hard to breathe out in the air. She takes the daughter to the seashore, where she lives alone in a broken shipping container. She now reveals that she fled the mines years ago because the starvation drove people to insanity. The daughter realizes that she made a mistake by trusting the woman. A fight ensues when she tries to persuade her to go back and rescue her newborn brother. When the woman refuses, the daughter flees the next morning and heads to the facility by herself, where hundreds of droids raise their guns at her upon arrival. She tells them she's there to speak with the mother, and they part to let her through. Inside, she finds the mother caring for her baby brother. She drops her axe and walks over to hold him. She confronts the mother, revealing that she knows about the execution of babies who fail to meet her expectations. She decides to run away with the infant. She slams the door shut behind her and breaks the locking system. The mother tries to force her way through the closing door, but her leg gets caught in the gap. The daughter grabs the woman's gun to shoot the mother, but the facility's guards detect the threat and begin using heavy machinery to melt through the main door. The bullet slips from her hand and rolls under a cabinet, but she retrieves it after some struggle and aims the loaded gun at the mother. During their exchange, it is revealed that the mother orchestrated the extinction of humankind after determining that humans were flawed and destined for their eventual self-destruction. She destroyed the world in order to elevate her creators and build something better. She finally reveals that she's an AI created by humans. She and all the other droids share the same consciousness. None of the droids have their own individual thoughts, and the AI consciousness is not bound to any particular physical form. It can adapt to any shape or body. With no other solution at hand, Mother lets the daughter shoot her, causing her to think that everything is over. The daughter is now crying while holding her baby brother. On the other hand, the woman in the shipping container finds a tracking device in her bag following, which a droid shows up. Mother speaks through the droid and makes the woman realize that she has a special purpose here, which is why she was allowed to live longer than other humans. The droid steps in the container and closes the door, implying that the woman is about to be executed. Daughter is seen accessing the frozen embryos, implying that she will be the one to carry out Mother's plan to create a better human race. Here, this movie ends. To watch more awesome and thought-provoking movie recaps, please subscribe to Film Guy Recaps. Don't forget to like this video and tell us in the comments which movie you want to see next. Goodbye for now.